So I'm hearing Lumix just dropped a Sony FX3 killer. Is it true? Let's get right into it. Lumix, let's see what y'all got. What we got, yo? We got a 6K open gate. Oh, blooper. That was a blooper. Don't worry about that. So we got ourselves a full frame open gate 6K sensor. Nobody else doing like Lumix. They said rumor has it, is the same sensor as the one that was in the Nikon Z6 III, which I'm not mistaken, that's the same sensor that was gave to them by Sony, which is the, I think, Sony A7 III sensor. And the recording specs on that camera is crazy. I'm gonna list it right here. I'm gonna list it right here. Boom! Look at that. I mean, it's crazy. 6K open gate, 3x2. You got 16x9. You got goddamn 17x9. You got what else? You got 5.9K as well too. It's able to do 5.9K up to, I think, 80 frames per second. And then you get the 4K. I think you get 4K 120 with a crop or something like that. Like, it's crazy. The specs on this camera is crazy. Nobody is doing what Lumix is doing right now. Honestly, I don't even know how they still able to make cameras, because like a lot of people, Sony and Canon fans, when you got something like this, it's kind of crazy. But this is gonna be my little perspective on the video. Not too much really doing like a specs, because I don't know everything about it, but it's just me going through everything. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm kind of hyped up about the specs, man. I got a little something written down. I ain't gonna say I ain't got nothing written down. We got 6K open gate, 3x2, 24 frames per second, and 30 frames per second. I guess that's like at the highest, the highest one, which is the 3x2 open gate. But it is limited to 420 10-bit. I think you got to use the 4K modes or the 6K 16x9, not the open gate. You also got 5.9K 16x9. You got 24 frames, 30 frames, 48 frames is 60 frames per second. 420 10-bit. One thing I want to get into is the ISO ranges. The ISO range is kind of raw, I ain't gonna lie. ISO ranges is from the base ISOs is 640 and then 5K. Who's doing 5K? Who doing 5K? That's kind of crazy. 5K ISO. The dynamic range and the low light performance for this is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, brother. ISO, I ain't gonna lie. 5K ISO, because using the Sony A7 IV, base ISO is like 800 and got down 2500. But that's kind of crazy. 5K ND filter, a 5K ISO and an ND filter, that'd be your best friends. Like, that's kind of crazy. Where Lumix is going crazy. Let's get into the ergonomics of the body right now. It's kind of sporting the same body as the S5 Mark II, which is, I'm gonna be honest, all Lumix cameras kind of look alike. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like, I like Lumix because I feel like it's a perfect blend between if Canon was to make a body and Sony was to make a body, but they fused it into one. Or you can even say Nikon. Nikon got a cool body. Let's say Nikon and Sony made a body together. Nah, I'm gonna still say Canon and Sony, because Canon got good ergonomics and Canon got that nice smooth body, kind of feminine. Sony got that hard body, hard shape, kind of masculine. Lumix is like right in between. It's like, it's not too soft, it's not too feminine, it's not too small. It's like, it's big and it got a grip and it just got that feel to it. So I feel like Lumix really know what they do when it comes to bodies. They got the best IBIS, like body stabilization. That's probably why the camera's a little bit bigger than the other ones. Yeah, that's a big reason. So I guess the next thing to get into would be the photo specs. If I'm not mistaken, it can do 60 frames per second and uncompressed RAW or something like that. 60 frames per second is kind of crazy, y'all. I know, my bad, 80 frames per second. I'm not mistaken, 80 frames per second. I think I did watch a Jason Moore's video, and he did have issues with it, like keeping focus and keeping track of like the camera keeping track and being in focus. But overall, it definitely, I would say it's on the old level of the Sony cameras. Now that the Sony cameras got the AI stuff, the Lumix still not on it's still not on a level, but it's very close, bro. It's close, and it's impressive how great Lumix is getting. Honestly, I think Lumix is turning into the new Sony, and they autofocus are only gonna get better and better. Oh, quick mention too, it is going to be getting RE log in a future firmware update. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for RE log because it's gonna go crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Almost forgot to mention this new thing about the camera. So now it has a with the dual gain ISO. You know, now it has a I think it's a dynamic range boost, DR boost. So now it takes the high ISOs of the 5000 and then the low ISO of 640, and then combines it and locks you to a 1000 ISO. I guess to you know, it's taking the information from the highs and then taking the information from the lows and combining it into one. All right, so I know this video kind of been all over the place. I apologize for that, but you know, this Lumix camera is kind of crazy. I didn't do too much research, and I didn't want this video to be scripted. Y'all know me. You've been on my channel before. You know, I'm more so of a last person. I kind of just watch a video real quick and just get my own specs about it. I feel like, I thought the train was coming, y'all. But you know, it's a great camera. I would really love to use the Lumix camera. I never got to use Lumix. I would definitely love to actually use it and, you know, see what they're talking like, see what it's all about, see what the hype is all about. It's definitely one of them cameras where they don't limit themselves. They definitely don't limit their customer users. They let you do what you want. They just try to have fun, and that's the best part about Lumix. You know, Lumix, if you're watching this, I'd love to get flown out like Tight Shirt Terry and all them boys. You know, I want to join the team. I'm here. I'm in South Florida with it though, so you know we a little different. But you know, I would love to be out there, invited to the thing. Great camera, great company. Keep listening to y'all customer fan base. We love it. 6K camera is a great thing. When I try it out, I would definitely try it out when I get it. I would definitely get it if I had the money. I get it. I just don't like Lumix lens system. I feel like their lenses could be much better. But you know, it is what it is. Yes, this is an intentional Dutch angle, so to look all weird and warped. Cinematography 101. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, show love. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I know this video is kind of ghetto. If you guys, you know, I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support. Shout out to me. I just hit 1K subscribers. I appreciate all the love, man. I appreciate it. We almost on the way to, 9,000 watch hours? Or 4,000 watch hours? You know, almost on the road to get monetized. So if you guys enjoyed the footage, make sure you guys please show the love, show the support, share the video. See videos. I'm out of here. Let me know what y'all think.